Welcome to Beerstories from Beerstory Brewhouse. I've done a new experiment with beer and sunlight, this time with a Heineken bottle that's known for its skunky smell when it gets exposed to sunlight. Earlier I did an experiment with a Corona Mexican lager, but I placed that in direct sunlight outside. This one I've just kept in my garage, moved it around a bit, just to simulate pour storage of your beer. So check out this video and see if there's a difference. If you like the video, remember to click like and subscribe down in the corner, and you'll make me very, very happy. You'll support the channel, and you'll also get the newest videos directly in the YouTube feed. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. Well, back to the beers. I've done this experiment before with a Corona. The bottle is totally clear, so it absorbs UV light from the sun very easy. But actually, green bottles does the same. A brown bottle like this one, it filters out the UV light, so it keeps beer more fresh. So that's one thing, but actually I thought I would do this video again with another process than I did last time, because last time I actually took the Corona beer and placed it outside in the sunlight for a few days. But no one keeps their beer that way. So I wanted to show what pour storage of beer actually did to the beer. So I took my and the idea for the video came because this summer I was visiting someone who actually served me a Carlsberg in a green bottle like this one, and he had it out in his back entrance to his house where the sun could get in at some point of the day, some time of the day, and I poured this Carlsberg into my glass, and it should be about this color, but it was hazy and kind of orange. And I thought, whoa, this beer is both really oxidized and light struck. And I tasted it, and it was probably the most awful beer I've ever had. So I thought, I need to make a new video with beer and sunlight to show just what pour storage can do. So I took this beer. This is from the fridge. This beer I placed here in my garage. It's sat right here on the table. And from this window in the morning, there will be sunlight directly onto it, but through the glass. So I did that for a couple of days, a week I think, and I moved it around in here in the garage, and for a month or so I placed it just on top of my refrigerator, just to mimic a pour storage of beer like many people actually do. They have the beer in the garage, or they have the beer at the back entrance of the house, not thinking about temperature, not thinking about light. So if I look at the color, I have a light over here from for shooting video. They are just about the same clarity, but I actually think because last time I think they changed color as well. So that just says something about them. Well, it's better to keep your beer in the garage than it is outside in the sun. Okay, that's not a new thing. But I was actually expecting more of a color change, and there's not. There might be a... I think when looking directly at the light, it's more clear than here. There might be a really tiny bit of haze to it, but really, if I didn't know which was which, I probably couldn't tell the difference, I think. Going in for the smell, it smells crisp, malty. Yeah, slightly honey, but yeah, like I would expect a Heineken to smell. This one is sharper. Sharper and kind of, yeah, skunky, but not that much. I don't get that honey sweetness from this. I get that over here. So this one was just stored in the fridge, and it tastes like a Heineken should. It's fresh. There's not much bitterness. It's malty. It's kind of sweet. Yeah, it's just a refreshing beer. There's not much to it, but there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. As soon as I get the smell, it doesn't invite me to drink any of it. Oh, yeah. It's sharp. It's kind of ammonia, kind of this alcohol-y urine smell. It's tannic, it's dry. It tastes, yeah, well, skunky. It tastes kind of like a protein powder, dry, metallic. The malt and the honey, the sweetness that's in here is not in here. But it's not, it is no way near the same as the Corona experiment I did. If I was served this at a friend's house, I would drink it. I probably wouldn't enjoy it, but just out of courtesy, I would drink it. Whereas this one, yeah, I would be glad to drink that one. I would know there was something off with this, and my guess would be light stroke and oxidation. I think it's more oxidized as well, but that makes sense. For every 10 degrees you go down in temperature, the oxidation is halved. I think that's the numbers. I can't really remember them, but something in that ballpark. There's no, yeah, it's not a doubt in my mind that this beer would I would think there was something wrong with this one. And Heineken is a experienced brewery, so and it doesn't, in any other off flavors that you normally see or taste, is not anything like those. It's just really bad. It feels like it upsets my stomach as well, but I know there's nothing harmful in here. It's just maybe just the taste I think is so bad that it upsets my stomach. But yeah, that tastes like a Heineken, good and bad. So you could drink this, no problem. There shouldn't be anything dangerous, or you shouldn't get sick or anything. by drinking this, but it's certainly not a pleasure. So what I wanted to show here was that it's really important to store your beer out of light, out of sunlight, but also store it cold. There's a rule of thumb: store your beer at that temperature you want to drink it, or cooler, never warmer than that. So a nice thick stout like this one on 10.2 ABV. This one gets better. I store these at about 19 degrees Celsius in my basement, because they will get better the next few years, 3 to 4 years, by slowly oxidizing. But a beer like this one, well, if you keep it cold and out of light, it'll be fresh for a year or so. If it's a hobby beer, not so much. 3 to 6 months. But if you keep it out in the garage, it will stay fresh for a couple of weeks. So store your beer properly. Well, that was it. Remember, if you liked the video, please click like and subscribe down in the corner. You'll help support the channel, and you'll make me very happy. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook. And if you have any questions, write them in the comments or through Facebook, Instagram. You can also do it through my website, beerstories.dk. Yeah, so I guess that was it. Keep your beer out of light and cold. See you next time.